What's up, amigos? It's me, Tommy Amico. And this is just going to be a little rambling video, just me kind of jumping around topics, talking out of my butt. You're not supposed to cuss in the first minute of YouTube videos anymore, huh? Okay, I'm talking out of my behind. But I'm in the car, I'm driving across California. Is my morning commute. I'm a commuter, and sometimes I get out there pretty quick, maybe 40 minutes, 30 minutes, but sometimes the traffic, this California traffic, can be just wild. But there's when you live in California, there's a lot of competition for jobs. You might even stay working at a shitty company like Intellivision if that's your job. Mr. Alvarado might stay there in the face of embarrassment. But this video, again, I don't have any Amico news. I don't really have any good points or opinions, I think, but I'm trying to sort it out in my head, so might as well bring you guys along my journey and just sort of share what I'm feeling and thinking about things lately. 4 main videos. This is going to be preceded by... I'm talking about 4 videos that I'm reacting to kind of all at once here. I'll try to remember them in order. I think it goes Pat's video, Pat's Amico Christmas video. Then you had Gen X Gamer's video, his recent videos, which is like Amico Forever reaction, basically reacting to the chat on Amico Forever, Gen X Gamer, and other more recent Gen X Gamer stuff. And then the other ones were Ben Pong. And Ben Pong was most recent video, he was doing a reaction to Hammock Man, okay? And Hammock Man was talking all about ex-Amico cult members and how he's welcoming them with open arms and not holding a grudge. Okay? Now, I'll do my best not to put words in anyone's mouth. I think you should watch all of those videos yourself. Set aside 4 hours. No, I don't know. What I'm saying is I'm not going to pull the videos out right now and look at them, so I'll do my best not to put words in anyone's mouth. But if I do, it was just a mistake, and you can correct me on it if you notice it, okay? So again, this is just like a speculation BS thing. If anyone's new here, we've hit the 400 subscription mark, and thank you very much. That's so awesome. I know that's not huge in the big picture of YouTube. Even for people that have been doing it as long as me, usually have more. But I understand that, but I feel really awesome about having 400, and again, it might go back down below 300 soon because we get a lot of people that unsubscribe because the content here is kind of all over the place, and that's just the way I like it, but that's fine. If you're not subscribed and you like this sort of rant thing, feel free, because we kind of do weird discussion stuff on top of the music stuff here. But I wanted to say we'll start with Pat's video. I thought Pat's video was fucking awesome. Like 11 out of 10. This one goes to 11. Fucking okay, 10.5 out of 10. Whatever you it was better than I ever could have imagined. I thought that Pat hit it out of the park. The way Pat executed it was fantastic. And Pat was really in a position to do it because Pat had all this footage of people talking bad about Pat. Like, he had tons of clips of people fucking looking in the camera going, Pat, you're an asshole, and Pat, this and that, including Tommy. So he really had that to his advantage and played that card perfectly. Pat went back to his old Pat the NES Punk days with like this NES. He wrapped it in an NES review. He wrapped it in an old school Pat video. I was joking. I was saying that was like New Jersey Pat versus we now CU Podcast is like California Pat, hangs out with Ian, he has absorbed too much of our California nature, and he's gone too soft. But this was like a tour de force, or a turn. This was like the Misfits reunion with Danzig, okay? So you had Pat come back as Jersey Pat. Just fucking knocked it out of the park as far as I'm concerned. He's sort of rolled himself and Ian into one character. I think Ben Pong was right that Ian probably just wanted nothing to do with it, but it worked out to Pat's advantage because he could sort of take the slings for Ian and throw him back. Pat represented himself. He did this sort of impression of JT. It was like spot on, smash JT impression with the body language and the voice and shit. I was saying he's Pat JT, right? Like, it was just this fucking killer JT impression, and he took everyone along on the journey. So I thought it was fucking amazing. We were just like shut up and take my money. Like, I don't give Pat Patreon, but I considered it, because this is, to me, that's when you give somebody a fucking tip, when you're just like, holy shit, you just executed something that I wish I could have. That was amazing. Like, holy crap. I've gone to free concerts. Right, I was in the punk scene. I've gone to free concerts where there's bands from out of town. We're here in California. You get bands from Portland, Oregon, or bands from Texas, bands from New Jersey that drove out there in a fucking van, and they have no fucking money, and they're just working their ass off. And I could tell Pat worked his ass off in this video. And when you see a good ass band, some metal band from fucking New Jersey, and they're just amazing, and the guitar solos are fucking ripping, and it makes your heart pound to something. You get the $5 out, and because they pass around a hat. It's not judgmental like a church or anything, but at these underground punk concerts, we would pass around a hat, because sometimes these were house parties, sometimes these were at abandoned warehouses. We didn't charge a cover. We didn't want the cops coming down on us for that, but we pass around the hat, and when somebody takes their time to kick ass, you throw a little bit in, because they need gas money, they need time. They have to take time out of their day, and I understand this is Pat's job, but I just want to say bravo. If anyone out there is listening, fucking bravo, Pat. Amazing video, and most of the people I've talked to about it also think it kicks ass. Fucking great. You had Ben Pong. This is not a diss to Ben Pong. I think Ben Pong's work is great, and videos are awesome, and keep sharing your opinions and being real, Ben Pong. But Ben Pong it seemed like he didn't like the Pat video, or he didn't really get it, or it was sort of, it seemed that Ben Pong was concerned that Pat didn't talk about the haters. Really, he didn't talk about the hate side, what Ben Pong calls the haters, right? I open my Eska here. He didn't really talk about the haters. And so I guess that's cool. To me, that's not a big deal. To me, I totally understand why he did. And I'll break it down like this. It's kind of what TGD used to say, which is there are no haters. There's just people looking at this thing realistically. No Swear Gamer said that, I think. I don't want to put words in people's mouth again, but what I think No Swear Gamer once said was, I'm on the side of truth. Like, I'm not on the anti side, I'm not on the pro side, I'm on the truth side, I'm on the reality side. Okay? So, with that being said, I want to say that, I think there's three types of people. I think there's Amico cult members, okay, Amico lovers, who they've basically been whittled down to about like 5 or 6 people on YouTube. There probably exist others around the world, but there's maybe 5 or 6 we see here regularly on YouTube. You've got the Amico haters, you've got people who don't know anything about this, 99.99999% of people who don't know anything about any of this situation, and maybe you're starting to learn about it from H-Bomber. And then you've got normal people, right? Us, we're normal people. I will say there are some people I would categorize as Amico haters, and I'm not dissing these people, But maybe somebody like Darius Truxton would be an example of, you can say, okay, well, he's an Amico hater. But that guy is just a professional critic. Like, he does this comedy show on YouTube where he criticizes people openly and gives really, like, harsh opinions on things for the lulz. And that's why people come back to him in general. I mean, there are other people that are take it super seriously with him, and they're in his army and stuff, but thousands of people watched Darius videos, and the numbers were there. It's harder for him now he's on BitChute, but thousands. And again, why do I promote Darius' channel on my channel? Because thousands of people like it. Whether you agreed with him or not, he opened your mind. He opened thousands of people's minds to question things on the Amico and think about things. Whether you watched him and you said, well, that's too harsh, I shouldn't be as harsh as this guy. Or you watched him and you said, everything this guy says is true. Whether we're somewhere in between, he got a lot of conversation going. He made a lot of people laugh. He made a lot of people's days brighter by doing what he did. And I consider him somebody like Don Rickles, where he's doing insult comedy, and a lot of what I did, especially with the punk music, was to imitate that sentiment, because it's an interesting take. The pro side was so sugar-coated that we had to, bring the exact opposite out there just to sort of lambaste them, okay? Now, you can look at Darius however you want. I can't speak for that guy. I can't tell you how serious or how jokey he is, or I can't give you any of that stuff. You'll have to see that for yourself. But I would say I'll reserve a guy like that to be a hater, because that guy... Sorry, my audio got cut off there for a second. I'm starting again. But I was saying I'll reserve a guy. You can say a guy like Darius is a hater because he hates on all kinds of things. He hates on the moon landing. I'm sure that if you asked him about how the postal service is run, he'd say that was a fucking scam, and he could scream about it and do everything like that. It's just part of his content. So, okay, fine. But I would say the majority of people are like somebody like No Swear Gamer, where they're just normal people. They're just normal fucking people where they're like, dude, I'm not on the hate side. I'm not on the pro side. I'm just on... normal people side, okay? like I'm on the side of truth. I think that's what No Swear Gamer said. He said, I'm not pro side or anti side, I'm truth side, okay? So with that shit, again, Ben Pong would have said, it would have been parading down the fucking streets on y'all asses. And we seen a calmer Ben Pong, but Ben Pong sort of responded to Hammy with that stuff. Hey, it's no hate to Ben Pong. He's allowed to think of it that way. But I just want to say, yes, Ben Pong really met them, and Ben Pong really went down to see them in person, and he gave Tommy a book about bocce ball, and he gave DJC a gift, a Magnavox Odyssey set, and things like that. And I understand that, but also understand Pat had that opportunity. Pat was invited to do the JT thing and go on the Ferrari ride. Pat was invited he could have gone to the Irvine event. He could have given people gifts. He could have been DMing with DJC and Saggy. He could have done all of that stuff and gone along for the ride, but he chose not to, and he gave his reasons very calmly and explained. Pat took 20, 30 minutes sometimes to explain what he thought was wrong with this. And he planted the red flags in the ground for you guys. And again, no hate to Ben Pong, but Pat did his job and explained why he thought this was wrong and why he wasn't gonna do that. So yeah, he's in a position to to do that. And again, I don't think it's a problem that he doesn't bring up the haters. The haters are a distraction. You understand. I want you guys to understand, Nick Richards and them, why do you think it said haters dungeon on his wall? They love that to be a distraction. They love to say that everyone in this community is like Darius, and that everyone here is a fucking crazy hater, and everyone is, that those those early Amico songs, the first couple tracks on my album, like that's how they all feel. They're all fucking crazy haters, right? That's why that's a parody of that shit. And so understand that it's just normal fucking people. And yes, you got in there and did that, and that sucks, but in the end, they weren't really able to. The truth is, yeah, Ben wasted his time and whatever, but like, and Ben shouldn't have given them gifts or whatever, donations. But whatever, it happened. You just let it go, in my opinion. But the truth is, as far as I know, they didn't get to use Ben Pong's content for their fucking stupid videos. The Intellivision Amico promotional videos where they cut up everybody's content from YouTube and turn it into a commercial for investors about, oh, look how much YouTube wants this thing. I don't think they got away with that for Ben Pong, so be proud, man. Like, take that shit as pride. And again, like, Pat's video was a fucking sniper hit, and anything about the haters was probably just detracted from it and made it, you know, made it not as interesting to normal fucking people. Listen, normal fucking people need to know about this stuff because we don't want normal fucking people to get scammed, right? So that's how I feel. I'm with Gen X Gamer, where my goal, I had two goals. My goal is to not get people to invest in this thing anymore. And secondly, or put pre-orders or any of that shit, or buy the physical games. Don't give these people any of your money. Don't give Intellivision any of your money. And my other thing was to embarrass Tommy, to make fun of Tommy, because he was doing that to a lot of people. He was making fun of Ian for having, like, you know, a condition where he trembles and shakes. Like, fuck that, man. Like, he was calling people racist and rape and whatever. Like, fuck that. Like, that's why I made fun of Tommy, okay? I took it out of my time to make fun of the fucking guy. But we embarrassed him off YouTube. We fucking won that battle. If he comes back, we'll make fun of him again. He wants to fucking throw around some shit about VGL. We'll make fun of him if he wants to make fun of us. Well, I think we won. He stopped making fun of us publicly. We fucking won. There ain't nobody from that fucking company making fun of the detractors anymore, okay? We don't get tweets from Phil. Phil comes and kisses the ass of Gen X Gamer. Oh, I'm sorry, my mom died, and we're gonna work on it. And as soon as some shit comes again, okay? So as far as I'm concerned, we fucking won that battle. So it doesn't matter the haters. I don't need the glory. We don't need any of that. We won. It's over. We won the Tallarico battle, and we won Intellivision making fucking fun of us or trying to clown on anybody in this community for any fucking reason, okay? Everybody's allowed to make their videos. Everybody on YouTube should be allowed to make their videos and say what they fucking want, okay? That includes Pat and Ian, whatever you think about them. I don't care. But listen, getting to that, so Hammy was saying that he welcomes these people with open arms. Basically, the core of it was because he's a man of God, and that's how he feels. And that's a good reason. Hell, okay. I mean, heck, I shouldn't say hell right after that, right? Okay, but heck, that's a good reason. I'm not a super religious guy or anything. I'm not into religious, but I think that we should be cool with people who are willing to say the Intellivision is crap. We should be cool to people like Turbo Joe, because listen, we don't know these people in real life. We don't know Darius in real life. We don't know Turbo Joe in real life. We don't know how these people are off the air. And I want you guys to always remember that shit. What it comes down to me is I can't judge these people. I don't know who they are. They did stuff on the internet, and yeah, it sucks. Some of it may have been illegal. Some of it, maybe they were brainwashed, maybe they weren't. There's everything in between. We don't really know. Nobody really knows. They say, is DJC a nice guy or is DJC not a nice guy? We get people who tell us that knew him personally. No, he's a fucking asshole. He's not a nice guy at all. He's a fucking takes advantage of people. We have people like Ben Pong saying that, and other people. Even Retro Bro says stuff like that. He's not who he seems on the air. Okay, so when people are not who they seem on the air, we can't really judge them. So I'm not going to hold a grudge on them, because this is a TV show, right? Like, YouTube is a TV show, and that's what we're doing here. So I can't judge them. I will judge their actions. I will say what they did then was fucked up and make fun of them for it. We still hold a little flame to Retro Bro every now and then, And he doesn't like it sometimes, and sometimes he's totally cool with it. He goes back and forth, and that's fine, man. I'm not asking anyone to be cool with it. Again, like, we don't know any of these people in real life, and digging through their real lives doesn't even help. If A. Volp wants to come on and say, no, Retro Bro does this and that with his money, and this and that with his job, and blah, 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 and this is why they're a bad person, and blah, 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 like, that doesn't really mean anything to me, because it's all perspective. You don't really understand people or their lives. You don't... And I think that comes back to the messages of Christianity and people who are into religious stuff, that, like, there's no good reason to go and judge the shit out of everyone, right? You're right, you people who sit and judge me, have you ever walked the streets of Amico land? So, again, you can't sit and judge people that you've never really been in their home or their hometown, or we all have different things going on, different backgrounds. So I can't hate on these people. I just don't know them. And what is that? What kind of life is that you spend your life hating on other people on the internet, mostly other men, right? When this is just a platform to share opinions, and now their opinions are different. So if his opinion is different, cool. Let's share opinions, and we'll talk. We'll this is what this is about. This is an exchange of ideas. A lot of them are comedic. A lot of them are serious or angry or dramatic, and we come out here and we spill our emotions. When I'm on here doing emotional or screaming or something like that, or yelling or calling people cuss words, it's because I'm frustrated with the company, and I sat there and got myself worked up about maybe other things in my life, and I just want to spill it out because you guys will think it's funny, and I'll feel better afterwards. And if I'm super angry at DJC or something, it's not that I'm mad at Chuck whatever, the actual guy who goes on there and plays the DJC character and fucking scams you and breaks the FTC. I'm mad that we have these small communities where these guys are allowed to break Federal Trade Commission laws and people don't call them out on it enough. I'm mad about a situation. I'm mad about a character named DJC who acts all fucking nice, but then if you type in Devastating Just Cause, he's got tons of fucking rude ass fucking content. Like, all his rap music is rude as hell. Some of the rudest shit you've ever heard. So this guy's acting, and I do that. That's why I come on here and act, and I have two faces, three faces. It's me portraying what DJC was doing. It's me giving you the anti-DJC the best I can, and I was able to do it early on when we were just doing music, but DJC took flight into this completely other position with Amico, where he became the goddamn Amico king, and now he has two Amicos. And he didn't even have to make a whole album about Amico. He made an album about old Intellivision and like one fucking Amico song, or like, I think it was two Amico songs if you count his Christmas one. It's just, it's you know, whatever, man. Like, but he's got his other Christmas song, right? Blowjob for Christmas, and the fucking New Year's song about doing mushrooms, and just weird fucking kind of sexist, kind of fucking creepy, like, it's fine. I love music like that. I love punk band The Dwarves. All their lyrics are like that. DWARVES, The Dwarves from San Francisco. Awesome fucking band. If you like my music and you want to hear just rude fucking sexist and crazy lyrics and drugs and stuff, that's a great band. I don't have a problem with it. And that guy does Two Faces too, because that guy did music for SpongeBob. The guy from The Dwarves did a song called Do the Sponge on SpongeBob. So people have, you know, DJC's an artist. He's giving you an artistic fucking thing here. I want you guys to understand that. DJC Game Studios, Amico Forever, these are artistic presentations by a guy who can do multiple faces and different characters, okay? It takes one to know one, okay? I got involved in this shit because I love improv comedy, and I love insult comedy, and I love extreme characters, okay? But take into consideration that. I want you guys to take into consideration that at all times. Ben Pong was talking about how it's on full lockdown. It's not actually on full lockdown. The Amico Forever comments, Sweet and Tender Hooligan still gets in there. Justy Views. We saw Potion Sword Run taking some digs. And everyone should be, if you're here and you're taking the time to listen to this video this far in, you better be subscribed to Gen X Gamer. He did a different type of content before, but his content now is he's fucking watchdogging the goddamn Amico Forever chats, like, and it's hilarious. He really gave us something to come back to on Wednesday nights. So I want everyone here to be subscribed to Gen X Gamer. If you're this far into this video, there's no excuse not to. I know I'm gonna get comments, oh, but he's an e-beggar and he said he wasn't gonna be an e-beggar. Again, he's always explained that he was on YouTube for financial stuff and that he was a shill for different companies. You have to understand that. He wasn't some radical anti-e-beggar. He didn't go on and on and on about that. He just said, and you have to understand there are completely different, everyone has different definitions of what e-beggar means, okay? And so he was running by his own definition, which a lot of other people have run by. So understand that, okay? But you don't have to give him money to watch his show, and he doesn't sit there and ask for money the whole time, okay? Watch his show, it's enjoyable, and he's watchdogging this Amico Forever shit, like, and it's awesome. You need to understand that. He's explaining, and he says a lot, okay? Gen X Gamer, he says, good people do good things. Always remember that, guys. It's good people do good things, and this isn't good. They're being really dismissive of people and doing this. It's what Kermit used to say. They're doing the kabuki theater. Once upon a time, Tommy and Phil and Nick showing their office tours and the staff, and that was kabuki theater. And before that, you had the Earthworm Jim video with Tinapple and all the staff acting like they were working on it real hard. That was kabuki theater. They met for one day. And now you have DJC and Mulus doing the kabuki theater, and unfortunately, Rab and Geeks with Cash are going along with it, and I really want Geeks with Cash to sort of start to see it better and understand it better. This FTC shit's not gonna go away, and Gen X Gamer's not gonna go away. Gen X Gamer's not coming at it like a hater, okay? He's coming at it like a normal fucking person, and he's doing what No Swear Gamer did. What are you saying, like, we don't need these personal attacks. Let's get to the point. Here's what's going on. YouTube says, don't fucking do this Amico Forever shit and have Alvarado there and receive, gifts from these people. And then you gotta understand, DJC, when you go and you're part of the Silly Club, and you pay DJC to be in his club monthly, his subscription, you give him the $1 a month or whatever to use the custom emojis. Well, DJC's got custom emojis of an old school Intellivision. DJC's got custom emojis of an Amico controller. So in the branding of his show, things he is taking money for, whether it's $1 or a cent, he's got Amico here's an Amico controller, and John Alvarado's a mod, and blah, 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 okay? It's all there. And I understand that Gen X Gamer's doing the same thing with his emojis, but he tells you. Gen X Gamer's like, yeah, I'm a shill. I invested in this, I did this, blah, 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 blah. He fucking explains it to you. Well, DJC goes, nah, it's not sponsored. I didn't get paid by them. As if he's like holding out. He's like, once we become sponsored, I'll do it. DJC's doing his fucking fake laughs a lot, okay? Lot of fucking fake laughing. Just like Fish Lips fake laugh. You know who does the shittiest fake laughs? The shittiest fake laughs, there's Fish Lips fucking fake laugh and DJC's fucking fake laugh, okay? You both are terrible at fake laughing and nobody believes you. Nobody. There's nobody on this here who really thinks you're having a laugh. That's the most forced fucking shit we've ever heard, both of you, okay? Say whatever you fucking want about me, okay? But when I fake laugh, people believe it, okay? I'm a good fucking improv actor, all right? People have believed me all along the way with all this shit, okay? There was one, you just believed it, all right? Anyways, don't know what else I can say. I had other things to say, but they're slipping from my mind, of course. It was not a long commute today. We're getting closer to where we need to be. But I just feel like y'all should be tuned into Gen X Gamer. All these guys, you should be tuned in to all these people. These are the Amico insiders right now. But Amico forever, you know, I think we should all get in there and try to butter them up, make them think you're their friend, and then slowly slip in questions about Earthworm Jim and things that are fact-based that they can't deny, and just watch them delete it because Gen X Gamer's gonna document it. Gen X Gamer's got a shitload of people. The way I look at it, Chuck used to have like 100 people in there. Now Chuck's got like 50, 60 people watching when I check, and Gen X Gamer's got like the other 30 or 40, okay? So Gen X Gamer's gonna document it. He's probably gonna get a lot more people to watch it after, because it's a lot more interesting. I mean, who wants to watch fucking Chuck and fucking Rab and stuff talk about goddamn consoles that they don't really know that much about? Let's talk about Virtual Boy. Oh, I've never played a Virtual Boy, but I'll talk about, what's this? They don't really know that much about it. They're not experts. The smartest one is Geeks with Cash, but he's got his own channel where if you want to watch him do that, and it's a good channel. But sorry, I had to think. But I think that the way this is gonna go is that we need to keep an eye on it from Gen X's channel and get in there and get your digs in. But congratulations to Gen X for making it fun again. Again, I think I'm going to do what Days did, which is I'm willing to accept these people, be cool with them, because to me it was always just about their opinions, and if their opinions are willing to change, then we're willing to change. I don't know Retro Bro in real life. I don't know Turbo Joe in real life. It was me making fun of their opinions on the console, and even when I did the Dean fight, guys, like it was either stupid jokes, or it was me talking about how he was irrelevant to the conversation of the console. But that's just my shit. That's my shtick. Everyone knows I'm the Amico guy, right? So don't take it too seriously, anyone. Anyways, I think that's really all I got to say. I'm gonna wrap it up now. I hope everyone has an Amico day, and maybe we can continue this later with a live chat, or we can do other things as it goes on. So have an Amico day, everybody. Peace.